Hello, beautiful people around the world. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another story for you guys. I was just thinking the other day, not even that, I was on Instagram and there was a certain meme that I put up on my story, and I'll probably put it right here if I can find it. But pretty much it was about like when the party's too lit and then someone pulls out cocaine or something like that. So when I seen that, I'm like, what? I have a story for that. Okay, so let's just get right into it because I don't have no time to waste. So actually no, before anything, you guys like and subscribe to my channel, comment below because I'm very social and I love to talk. So anyways, so there was one time I was working at a restaurant, some restaurant that I used to work at when I was 18 years old. Yeah, I was 18 years old. So this is back in 2012. I want to say 2012, back in 2012, after I graduated and stuff like that. Back in 2012, 18 years old, I used to work at a restaurant. And at this restaurant, this particular Friday, I had work. I usually work on the weekends, so Friday to Sunday. This day I was working on a Friday, and I had plans after work to, what was happening? I had these American guys that were gonna come up to Canada, and I had plans on bringing my girls with me, and it was a plan. Like, you know, the guys were like, okay, bring your girls or we're gonna come out here. This is not just random guys, it was guys that I knew that lived in the States. So whatever, that was the whole plan. So I had my girls come, they were gonna come, and that was the plan. They were gonna go to a hotel and they were just gonna have drinks and shit in the hotel. Nothing too crazy, unless it got crazy, but yeah. Didn't end up happening. So this is how it happened. I'm at work and I was texting one of the guys and they were like, okay, so like for tonight, like, is everything good? Are your girls coming? And I'm like, yeah, my girls are coming. Like, you know, look at my shirt busting out. Oh my God. So I was messaging my girls. I'm like, oh, like, are you guys coming? Like, you know, the guys are asking if you guys are still coming. All of them, they're just, you know, they all have their different reasonings for not being able to come. And I'm just like, holy fuck. Like, I want to see one guy specifically. He doesn't really need a name because they're not really in the story because they didn't end up coming. They don't need a name. So whatever, this one specific guy that I was really like, you know, I was into him. I wanted him to come so bad. And then nope, my girls decided that they were busy and they couldn't come. So I was so sad. I was actually so sad at work. I was so bummed. It's like the biggest flop. It's like you have a plan and then it just gets flopped. It's just like, okay. This is not happening. So I'm like, okay, whatever, you know. I was in the changing room and I was so upset. I'm like, wow, these girls fucking flopped on me. And now these guys are not coming. They're like, okay, well, if the girls are not coming, then we're not coming. Like, you know, it makes no sense. It's just going to be you. So I'm like, yeah, you're right, whatever. I just wanted my one guy to come, but it was all good. They didn't end up coming. My girls couldn't come. Boo-hoo. So there was this white guy that used to work at the workplace. He was nice. I don't remember his name, but let's just call him Brian. This white guy that I worked with, his name was Brian. Brian now, he was like, oh, like, what's wrong? Like, why do you look so sad? Like, what's up? And I'm like, oh, all my plans that I had tonight, it's flopped. Like, you know, I'm so upset. Like, cheese, we say cheese out here. I'm so cheese because, you know, like, these girls flopped on me and the guy that I want to see, he can't come anymore because blah, blah, blah. He's just like, oh, that's okay. I have a few friends that are having a party tonight. Like, you know, if you're interested in that, we could go together after work. I'm like, shit. I'm like, all right, cool. We can do that. You know, like, I don't mind. You know, it felt safe. It was safe. It was fine. But this night, oh my God. So whatever. After work now, me and the guy leave. We go on the bus. I remember taking maybe 3 buses to get there. Maybe 2 or 3 buses to get there. Get on the bus, we're on the bus. I don't really remember the bus ride. And then we get to the apartment now. So let's just get to the apartment. We get to the apartment where his friend lives or whatever. And when we get inside, there's a whole bunch of people. And I'm just like, okay, like, you know, I'm like, this seems good. Like, the music's bumping. They're playing like a lot of beats, a lot of instrumentals, shit that I like. I'm just like, yo, like, this party's bumping. Like, this is what I'm into. I like this. Who made this? Who's the artist? You know, like, trying to like figure it out. And I'm just scoping out the scene. So I see a table and there's beer pong going on. In the kitchen, they're like, oh, go into the kitchen if you want drinks, that's fine, everything's there. So I go in the kitchen, there's so much beer, there's liquor there. I'm like, okay, this is really turn. I'm not used to this. After, there's a lot of people on the balcony as well. The whole apartment was filled. And I just remember like drinking beer. I don't even know, I just remember drinking. And then somehow I was just getting so like wavy. I don't know, I just started to get so emotional. Like, I don't know, something happened and I'm just like, I need to go. Time was going by. I don't even know how long I stayed at the apartment. But pretty much I was telling the guy like, okay, I'm gonna go somewhere else right now. Cause at the time I was texting my friend, my guy friend in Toronto. He was like, oh, like, you know, come out here. We're having a party out here, you know, blah, blah, blah. Come here, it's live, it's lit, whatever, let's go. So I'm like, all right, you know, I'm gonna leave from here and I'm gonna go there or whatever. That was maybe 2 buses away from there. Yeah, 2 buses away from there. So I told the guy like, okay, I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna go to this next party. He's like, okay, like, you know, are you okay? I was honestly so drunk. I didn't even know how I got drunk. Maybe we took shots. I honestly don't even remember drinking a lot. But I guess maybe I was 18 years old. Maybe I was drinking a lot. I just felt drunk. So clearly I was drinking a lot. So then I remember he was like, he was gonna follow me to the bus stop. Because at the time I was looking at my phone. I had an app, a bus app. That was showing me how far the bus is. And I'm like, okay, like the bus is coming in 10 minutes. Around that time, I had a good, you know, I had a good time right there. So I'm like, okay. We went into some room. I don't even know why we went into the room. But pretty much we went into the room. And he came in there with me. And there was 3 other guys in there. And I'm just like, okay, like, you know, I was drunk. I was just standing there like, okay, like, you know, just looking at them. There's a table in front of them. And then I see them like pouring out Coke on the fucking table. And I'm just like, oh, like, you know, I've never seen this before. I'm like, all right, you know, whatever. No judgment. Like, you know, do your thing, whatever. I don't care. I'm drunk. I don't care. I'm not focused on them, whatever. I'm just there. And then the guys are like, oh, like, hey, what's up? Like, you know, like, do you want to take a line? And I'm just like, take a line? What kind of line? I'm like, no. I'm like, it's okay. Like, you know, that's, you guys do your thing. It's okay. So like, are you sure? Just take a line. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm all right. I'll drink. I'll smoke. I'm good. Thank you. Like, they didn't bother me after that. But I'm just like, holy shit. Like, that was just like, I've never been to a party where people were doing cocaine. I've never seen that before. And they're offering it to me. I'm just like, oh, hell no. Me and the guy end up leaving. And I remember going downstairs. I never remember going downstairs. I don't remember going in the elevator. I don't remember. I just remember me and him were like racing after the bus because I think it was coming in like 2 minutes. And we could like see the bus coming. I was wearing heels and I just remember running with the guy, but I remember just being so dizzy. I remember just seeing the ground pretty much when I'm running. I'm only looking at my feet running. I'm not even looking up. I'm just so drunk that that's all I see. So then I get on the bus. Finally, it's there. I get on the bus. I tell the guy, thank you so much, bye. So I get on the bus and I sit in like one of those single seats by the window on the TTC. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, oh my God, like, you know, I'm drunk. I'm looking out the window, just like, you know, like one of those movies when they have the camera angle on you and you're just like, you know, staring out the window. I'm just like, oh, I'm so sad. These guys didn't come. Like, I wanted to see this guy so bad. Like, I'm so cheesy. These girls fucking flopped on me. Like, you know, I'm getting so upset. And I remember taking out my phone and I was recording myself crying. I'm like, on the bus. I didn't even care about who was on the bus at the time. I was so drunk. I can't believe it. When I take it in today, it's just like, holy fuck, Renee, why? I'm on the bus, that happened. I get off the bus and I'm sitting at the bus stop. So I'm just sitting at the bus stop and I'm messaging the guy that I'm supposed to go to, like the next house that I'm supposed to go to, the next party. I'm messaging him, sending him voice notes, crying at the bus stop. I'm like, I'm lost. I wasn't really lost. I was legit at the right intersection, but it was just one bus to go down to where they live. And then I'm just making voice notes. I'm just like, I'm drunk. Like, I don't know what the fuck I was saying. I just remember being so sad, crying at the bus stop. These guys didn't come. He's like, Renee, just calm down. Okay, I'm coming now. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna pick you up from the bus stop or whatever. Like, get his friend's car or whatever. Come pick me up. So I'm like, okay. So I sit there and I'm just sitting there at the bus stop, like, you know, in the shed or whatever, with my heels on, tears coming down my face. I know it had to be like 1 in the morning, maybe even 3. Damn, how long was I at the house? Shit. Time really went by. I think it was like 3 in the morning, maybe, like between 1 and 3. Between 1 and 3, I'm there sitting at the bus stop fucking crying. Oh my gosh. So I remember just sitting there at the bus stop being sad, crying, whatever, tears on my face. And then where the bus stop was, behind me was a gas station. I remember someone pulling in and then they stopped and they rolled down the window and they asked if I'm okay. And I'm like, no, I'm just drunk, I'm okay. Like, you know, I just need to I had to go to Chalk Farm. I was at Jane and Finch actually, and I had to get to Chalk Farm, just Jane and Chalk Farm. And I'm just like, oh, like, you know, he's like, okay, like I can give you a ride there. I remember it being a black guy, but I don't remember anything else. I remember him saying, come and I'll bring you to the building. And then I'm just like, okay. I remember stumbling, going to the car. I remember stumbling around the car to get to the passenger side. I remember getting into the car and then that was it. That's all I remember. And then I remember being at the building. I'm like, oh, that was quick. I think I probably fell asleep quickly because it was a short ride, a short drive to the other building from that intersection. But no, I don't remember the car ride. I don't remember any of that. I remember getting into the building and I'm like, oh my God, I'm locked out. Oh my God, like I can't get in. I didn't know the buzz. I'm like, I'm downstairs. Oh, like, you know, I was so sad. And then I remember I tried to open it and it opened. I'm like, don't fucking kill me right now. I'm standing here the whole time crying, saying I'm locked out, and the door's open the whole time. I remember opening the door, getting into the building, in the lobby. I don't remember getting into the elevator. I remember being down the hall and I remember seeing the door and I remember knocking, and then when I got inside, one of the guys were like, oh, thing left to go get you at the bus stop. And I'm just like, really? I don't ever remember. I remember seeing a girl that I knew there from middle school. I'm just like, oh my God, hey, ooh. And then I went into the washroom and I just fucking sat there. I remember just dropping to the ground and just sitting there like, oh my God, I am fucking drunk right now. I remember just the washroom was just spinning. I'm just like, what? Like, when did I drink this much? Like, I don't ever remember drinking that much at the party where all the people were. I don't ever remember that. So I don't know, it's just so weird. I remember just being so drunk in the washroom and a guy came in, or it was my friend. Either a guy came first and he's just like, are you okay, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, take off your stuff, like, give me your bag and stuff, like, let me put it away for you. And then my friend came after, he's like, oh my gosh, Renee, are you okay? Like, why? I went to the bus stop and you're here, I'm just glad you're safe, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, I'm good. They brought me to the room and I just laid down on the bed for a bit. I just remember laying down. And as I'm laying down, I hear a song playing in the living room. And I'm like, yo, that's my track. So then I jumped up out of my drunkenness. I ran to the living room. It's dark as hell. There's people in there. I'm like, oh my God, like, you know, this is my track. I'm dancing in the middle. All I remember is someone picking me up. And all I seen was my braids like this, going in a circle like this. So someone picked me up when I was dancing and they picked me up from my waist. And they just spun me around the room. You know, Jamaican guys, you know what I mean? I'm just like, what? I just remember spinning and spinning. I'm just like, okay, I am too fucking drunk for this, honestly. So time went by. I remember just dancing the whole night. And I remember the girl that I knew, her and her man were there. And I remember they went to go have sex in the closet, in the guy's room in the closet. She went to go have sex with her man or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, like, you know, I was drunk. I didn't hear anything, didn't see anything. But my purse was in there, right? My whole bag and everything was in there. My jacket, my bag was in there. They're doing their thing, they get out. I remember some guys going in there, they're like, oh my God, like, in here sting, don't kill me. But I ended up sleeping over that night. And it was fine, nothing happened, I was good. I slept over, woke up the next day, got my stuff. I'm like, okay, like, you know, I'm gonna leave. Look through my bag and shit. And why am I missing, how much? Missing $40 from my fucking wallet. I was so pissed off. At the time, like, you know, being 18 years old and missing $40 that you worked for, not from your parents, that you fucking worked for, gone. So I'm just like, yo, I even messaged the girl and I'm like, did you guys go through my bag? Like, you know, I know you guys are in there fucking, like, did you guys go into my bag and shit? But she said no, she never went into there, she doesn't know anything, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. I was just so over it. I was so over the guys not coming. The guys from the States not coming. I was so over everything. I'm just like, yo, like, this is so fucking annoying. And then, whatever. So that day, I just remember I left. And I met up with my friend downtown and some next girl downtown. I remember walking in Eaton Center with heels on, feeling like, you know, I'm the hottest shit. When I was 18, I swear, my mindset was so different. I was just so like, I was over the bullshit. I'm like, I'm gonna do me. No one's gonna tell me nothing. I'm gonna just do me. I'm young as fuck and I'm gonna do me. And, you know, I'm still that way today. But then I was just way more loose with it. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in and listening to my story, my wild night, my emotional roller coaster. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Like and subscribe to my channel. Comment down below because I really love to talk. Let's be friends. That car scared me. Anyways, see you soon. Bye.